Are you a music fan?
Depending on the music, yeah.
So what kinds of music do you like?
I like classic rock.
I like to see what's new. I like rock and roll and hip-hop and things like that.
I like classical and jazz.
When do you usually listen to music?
I used to listen to music whenever I'm waking up in the morning and getting ready, and also whenever I'm getting ready to go out in the evenings. I always listen to music.
So how often do you listen to music?
At least twice a day.
And where are you when you listen to music usually?
In my office or in the car.
Do you go to concerts?
Yes, sometimes.
What concerts do you like to go to?
Classical music and opera.
Do you have a lot of CDs or cassettes?
Yes, quite a lot.
Could you tell me a little bit about the types of music you have?
Well, I like, rock and roll music. I like American music, as a matter of fact.
I don't own very many CDs, but my husband owns lots of CDs, and so I listen to his instead.
Approximately how many CDs do you have?
A few hundred.
Wow, that's a lot. How would you compare yourself with your sister? How are you alike and how are you different? For example, do you like the same kind of music or the same kind of foods?
Well, we do look alike, but apart from that, we're very different. She likes the arts, and I'm more interested in sport.
Well, I would say, first of all, that my sister is much better with money than I am. She can save, whereas I like to spend.
Me and my brother are quite different. I'm much more talkative and he's much more shy, but other than that, I mean, we grew up in the same house, so we love the same food and we listen to the same music pretty much, and we like the same movies. Whenever I go back home, I always watch movies with him and stuff. So
in general, which do you think is better, a small family or a large family?
Well, speaking from personal experience, I would prefer to have a small family like I do. I feel that parents have more time to spend with their children. There's more funds for each child. But at the same time, I can see how a large family could be fun, having a lot of brothers and sisters and large family occasions.
Mm-hmm.
So what are the disadvantages of a big family?
It's very hectic, it's very noisy. It's like a train station, there's always people going in and out. So you can never have time alone. And when I do want time alone, I'll have to go out of the house, to jog, do something. So it's very, very crowded, noisy, in and out.
In your opinion, what is healthy food?
I think like a lot of green things like salad and vegetables and fruits are very healthy.
What foods would you consider unhealthy?
Those fast food, potato chips, sodas.
So do you try to eat healthy foods?
I try and eat healthy foods, yes. I don't always succeed, but I try and eat healthy foods.
What's an ideal diet in your opinion?
Well, I would say like potato, vegetables, chicken.
So for example, what might you recommend for a good breakfast?
Good breakfast would probably be an egg, no butter, a little salt and pepper, and maybe a piece of white toast, or wheat toast, excuse me.
So for example, for dinner tonight, what are you thinking about for dinner tonight?
Okay, I may do chicken, broccoli, maybe stir fry, which consists of a lot of vegetables like broccoli, carrot, pepper, beans, string beans. Those are the things that I love to cook.
Okay, how about spicy foods? Are spicy foods okay to eat?
Yes, I'm not a big fan of spicy foods, but I think they're okay to eat.
How about sweet foods?
Sweet foods? You can eat sweet foods if you don't eat too much.
Are you an exercise fan?
Yes, I love to run. I run in the morning before work, and I run on Saturdays and Sundays along the river and through the park.
Are you a fan of exercise?
Not really.
So, Rita, would you consider yourself a couch potato?
No, I'm not a couch potato. Absolutely not. I hate to exercise.
So do you actually have a routine that you follow?
Every day, yes. We go out, I go to the park and meet people who are in my age group. They're 80, 60, 70. We have quite a number of 80s and one 90-year-old. And we either walk or we run for about 3.5 miles.
And I go to the park when I'm not, no, 3 days a week I go to the pool and walk in the water. And the rest of the time I go to the park and walk.
How often do you do Tai Chi?
About once a week.
So do you feel exercise is important?
Yes, I think it's important.
But not enough to do it more than once a week?
Well, to be honest, I'm very lazy. That's why. I wish I could do more exercise. Maybe I should, starting from today.
Do you fly frequently?
Yes, I fly maybe twice a month.
Do you fly frequently?
I do, yes. I travel a lot with my job, so I'm always on an airplane.
What kind of a seat do you request when you fly?
I always want to sit at the aisle so I can stretch my legs.
I prefer to sit in the back of the plane in a window seat.
I always get a window seat.
Why?
I like to sleep and I need something to lean up against.
So, have you had any problems with traveling in terms of delayed flights, missing flights, anything like that?
Yes, I have. I've missed a flight. Flights have been canceled. They've been delayed. I've had to either go home, or if it's in a city where I'm not from, I've had to get a hotel.
So could you tell me your worst airplane travel nightmare?
Yes, when I had to fly from Austria to America, I got stuck in London airport and had to wait 10 hours for a flight that got postponed, first canceled then postponed, and all the stores were closed, and all we could do was just sleep on benches and on the floor and try to find food that was not very good. So it was not a good experience.
Yeah, that sounds awful.
Yes, it was awful.